YouTube. Today I'm going to show you how to do the level from Dishonored, Lady Boyle's Last Party, without killing anyone, not even Lady Boyle. It's an achievement, so it'll be helpful for this video to show you. This is going to be a companion video for my guide. I'm going to put in the description down below. And now we're in. So, I first want to showcase these tall boys. They're introduced in the game at this level. And they're pretty difficult because they're fast and they shoot explosive bullets, or rather arrows, from their bows. And they can see you a lot easier than the normal guards. And before we start, I want to show you what you'll all need. So you'll need at least level 1 of dark vision and blink. And you're going to want to stock up a lot on crossbow darts to trank them. And then, for good measure, lots of potions. And you might have noticed that I also had slow time, and I'm actually 6 out of 8 runes away from getting stop time. So real quick, I'm going to show you where to get 2 runes right off the bat. They're all over here. So there's going to be one in this building up here. And to get there, you can blink up. It's pretty easy. And you might also want agility 1 at least, because at agility 1 you can basically jump higher. And almost just, you jump about as high as it takes to blink up that high, so I'm just gonna get him real quick. Make sure there's no one else then. There's that guy, or those two. This is an outsider shrine, so you're gonna converse with the outsider, which we're gonna skip to keep it punctual. So there's one. And the second one's in the water here. This one's also pretty easy to get to, but there might be fish, so be careful. Just gotta hop this, and then into the water. And you can kind of see it already. It's smoking in the water. Alright, so there's that. And then we can just purchase stop time quick. There we go. So that's easy if the certain target is different. It's different each time in this level, and I'll explain why once we get into the party. But there's going to be more than one way to get in, which is why this is one of my favorite levels, is there's a bunch of ways to get in. So one of the first ways to get in is simply over this fence here. And you can either have an invitation from looting the apartments from the previous level. It's in the safe with the combo you need to give it to Slackjaw. Once again, something you need for non-lethal runs, so you'll pretty much get it anyway. And there's a second way. If you just walk up to her, she drops her invitation, so you can just run over here and get it too if you'd like. And just go over to this guy and give him your invitation. Alright, so there's a second way in, and it's a bit more difficult because it's heavily guarded. Oh, there's someone seeing me over there. Okay. So, you're going to want to avoid the tall boy who's shooting at the weepers that were antagonizing me. So you're going to want to sneak over here, and there's going to be a guard this way. We can take him out real quick. And once you do that, you're not going to leave him there, because 1, the tall boy can see it, and 2, there's a ton of weepers that way. And with weepers, there's rats, and the rats will eat things on the ground, and that won't count, or that will count as a kill, I think. So you're going to want to take care of him first before you keep going. So we just go up the stairs here. There's going to be a lot of things to loot as far as money goes, and a bone charm up here. And yeah, let's just get that bone charm real quick. Sustained rage. And there's some coin to be had in this room. But there's also this window here, which you can just hop the railing to get over. And this is actually the room. This is actually the door into her house. So it's pretty useful, but it's locked, which is bad. But it's fine, because you turn around and there's the key. And you can just go straight in. Okay, so before we keep going, I'm gonna show you something you need for another achievement called the Versatile Achievement. And in order to get it, you gotta kill someone with every offensive gadget and weapon. And this is one of the... I think this is the sticky grenade mod. So you're gonna wanna make sure you get it without being seen. So I'm just gonna stop time and run right in here. And it's gonna be on the desk here. And it is the sticky grenade. So you just do that and
Another party game.
it's all good. See? So you'll need that. You'll get it at Piero's shop. Sticky grenade. Kill someone with that toward the Versatile achievement. So here we are in Lady Boyle's yard, I guess. We can go over here and take care of Lord Shaw if we like. It's not really necessary, but you get a rune if you do. Just make sure to sleep dart him when he turns around. They're gonna comment that he's dead, but he's really not. And there's a third way in up here. It's through the balcony door. I want to thank the Steam user Zalanza for pointing that one out, because that's something that even I didn't know. So let's go in here real quick. Alright, so now we're in Lady Boyle's awesome house. It's too big for one person, really. So there's a few ways of going about it. Your main target is Lady Boyle, and it would be fine. There's a bunch of people and guards, it's nothing to be worried about. Except that there's a slight complication. It's the fact that Lady Boyle is 3 people in this level. They're all dressed up as the same. Here's one of them. She's in red. And you don't know which one's which, and you need to figure out her identity, which is another reason this is my favorite level, is you gotta play detective. And there's a few ways of doing this, and it's one of the easiest ways is to talk to this lady. Her name's Miss White, and she's going to ask for a drink. And to do that, it's just over here. So we get her a drink, and run all the way over to her. And she's gonna give you some information about it, too.
Thank you so much. Now, how can I thank you? Are you playing Lady Boyle's guessing game? Well, I know for a fact that Waverly's in red tonight. That wanton thing. Additionally, Lydia's in white.
Alright, so there's 2 out of the 3 people you need, and really you only need 2, because one person's red, one person's white, and the other person is black. And there's going to be something that happens that'll tell you the location, or the name at least, of one of them. So if you know 2, then you know all 3 of them. So there's different ways to get around this place. The other way is to get up here. There's a whole second floor to discover, the loot and all that. And you might notice that there's a wall of light here.
Careful. The wall of light is a gift from the Lord Regent, designed to keep his good friends safe. I doubt you qualify.
And none of them is going to walk through the wall unless they see you going up there. So
Did you hear about Mrs. Brimsley?
there's a way to do it. There's a whale oil tank in here, but you need the whale oil closet key, but it's on this dude here. It's kind of tricky to get in there without seeing it, or being seen, so there's going to be an easier way. It's a total cop-out, but it's stop time again. So we just do that, sprint up here. And we're now trespassing. There's going to be a guard up here. If we just run in this room and hide, wait for the stop time to subside. And there we go. There's a way in. So floor 2 is crucial for finding the identity of the real Lady Boyle. And for that reason, we're gonna stalk around up here first. Gonna take care of this guy. It's important to not kill them or leave them anywhere. So putting him in there is a safe bet. There's gonna be another half here. This half really is for money. Their rooms are over there, and that's really what you need. Or rather, here's one of their rooms. Here's Lydia Boyle's. There's some clues in here, and a key. That's for the basement vault, which is really important if you want an extra rune. And a Sokolov painting, and more money. If you're really strapped for money, this is like the 3rd level in the game, so you get it really early, And if you take your time, you can just loot the whole place. So up here are their other rooms. You're gonna wanna just loot the rooms for their money. And they each keep a diary because they're women. So just read all of them, and you have clues to get in to figure out their identity. You'll know all their names, but you don't really know which one's which until you talk to one person. And then even then there's a hidden room up here. It's the attic. And in here is the cameo that they're gonna give to the person who guesses their names, but you can just take it yourself. So now that we're back down on the ground level of the party, amongst the guests, we can talk to the person who's most important to the operation. His name
I know your mission
is
tonight.
unknown, because I don't know his name.
Privately.
Lord Brisby, there it is. So we just wait for him to walk to where he needs to go and talk to him.
I'm a friend
And
of
he's basically going to tell you that he is in love with one of the Boyles, and it happens to be your target.
Is the woman I love. I swear that if you'll bring her to me unharmed, you will never hear her name.
So he'll tell you their name, and they're not going to be... They're not the same Boyle every playthrough, so yours isn't going to be Lydia all the time. And the reason you read their diaries is to exploit them, to get them to where you want them to go. So, she's like an alcoholic, so you can offer her a drink, or you can follow this. This is much easier.
You're very clever. Now tell me.
So you'll want to just follow whatever quest or whatever dialogue tree you want. They kind of all do the same thing. But this one is most important. It's the easiest. It's to get her down to the cellar. This one's a bit straightforward, so. But yeah, you can just follow her down there.
Anything you need, sir?
So instead of following her, I can just run this way and wait. You can follow her too, but it's down here. I'm gonna do a jump cut though. So as Lady Boyle slowly walks down there, there's gonna be two different places that the other ones are gonna go, if you want them to go where you want them to go. So one of them likes music, and they'll go here. This is piano room, it's fairly secluded. For this you'll want to stop time, and then I think the other one wants you to go like in this room here, because it's private. But yeah, let's follow her down there and we can continue the guide. Okay, so you're in the cellar. You're not trespassing here.
It's become so much better for us since the rats came.
But
not that I'm in favor of it. More.
Lydia's gonna follow you right here, and there's gonna be literally no one. So you can just choke her out here. And there it is. She's taken care of. But it's not over yet. You gotta take her to Brisby. So just the switch, go down the stairs. Now be careful here. I do this a lot. He's here. You hop the fence to get to him. But if you get close enough, you'll drop her, and climbing over this will trigger the conversation, and you'll drop her from this height and it will kill her. So be careful. That will count. So even going from here, you can hear her body drop just from here.
You found her.
So
Quickly, let's get
you
her
can
on
get
board.
her on board.
Last. Oh, my love. Someday you will understand. You'll never know how happy you've made me. Someday she'll learn to appreciate me. After all, she'll have her whole life.
Alright, so after Creep brings her away, you have to get out. So that's basically it for the hard part. So when you get back up the stairs, no one will really target you. This is the fastest way though. You can just go into the sewers here. But you can also go back the way you came. But there's one more complication that I can show you before So once you're in the sewers, you just have to swim over. Once you're in the sewers, you can just swim over to Samuel. There's one complication though. He's gonna move because the sewer gates are gonna be closed. And it's a very easy obstacle to overcome though. So, yeah. That one there. So Samuel's moved. There's a tall boy there, so you're gonna wanna... If you're quick enough and have enough mana, you can blink under the thing, and Samuel will be here.
I hope you enjoyed your evening, sir. But we'd best be on our way. Quickly.
And I hope you enjoyed this guide. And if you'd like more, you can subscribe to my channel, even though there's gonna be basically nothing on it. You can also keep a lookout for my other guides on my Steam account. And that's basically it. Lady Boyle's taken care of. No one's dead. Actually, let's check if no one's dead. Yeah, see? And it was a ghost run. Not bad. Alright, talk to you later.